Welcome to the adventures. Alright, so today we're going to do a review on our truck. We already did a layout, so if you want to check out the layout before we put any of our stuff in, go check out that video. It'll be linked, so check it out. But a lot of you have been asking our personal opinions of the truck and what we felt about it. So what truck are we talking about?
2019 International LT 625 with an A26 International motor and an International 10-speed automatic.
All right. So we're going to break it down in a couple different categories. We're going to break it down into the way the truck is laid out overall, the way it feels in the driver's seat, the way it drives as a truck, the way it's laid out in the back bunk area, and we're going to give you our breakdown and our personal opinions on both of those. And I want you to remember we're both two different drivers and we both have professional opinions on different views, so we might not completely agree on everything. All right. So I'm going to start in the back of the truck and the layout. So it's a very small sleeper compared to especially the Volvo we were in. Definitely a small sleeper. So the cabinet spaces are small but definitely usable. I really like the overhead bunk cabinets that hang on the bottom of the top bunk. I really like those. They are great for storage, especially for storing clothes and things like that, or your bathroom kit stuff. Really like it. But we have to warn you,
Headbangers!
Watch your head, because normally you're used to like sliding up and kind of propping up against a window. Do not try that in this truck. You will knock yourself silly. I gave myself a headache. I hit my head so hard one time.
We even had one of the viewers say, "Watch your head."
And yeah,
you hit it anyway.
You guys gave us a heads up, but we still
heads up.
Yeah. And the other thing, well, like I said, when it comes to cabinets and everything, I like it. I like how you have two flat spaces on each side of the cabinets. If you check out the video, you'll see the layout. You know what I'm talking about. I really like that. And where we had this microwave strapped down in that video, works really well. Though what I don't like is the step to go to the top bunk that is attached to one of the cabinets. Absolutely don't like it. It is always in the way. It's very inconvenient. We don't use the top bunk, so it's not even a need. And a few times I've went to bend down to get in the fridge, which is opposite of it, and I totally sat on the step. Ouch.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, ouch. So be careful if you have this truck. Watch your head and watch your butt, okay? But when it comes to the comfort of the truck and sleeping in it while it's riding down the road, I'm gonna have to give this like an 8 or 9. I'm gonna have to say it is one of the most comfortable trucks we've ever had. When you're laying in the bed and the truck's driving down the road, it is definitely not very bumpy. You get a decent night's sleep for being in a tractor trailer. What do you think?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a little bit noisy. You can hear some wind coming in around the window seals, but yeah, as far as being able to sleep in it, yeah,
doable.
I'd say definitely an 8.
All right. So I'm going to give the overall layout probably closer to a 7 from the back of the bunk because of this. That step really knocks it out for me. It's really in the way. But I think it's a pretty good layout for the size of the sleeper. Okay, now we're going to jump up to the driver's seat. Driver's seat. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable seat, comfortable ride.
The seat is decent. It has lots of variable adjustments, and the steering wheel is definitely, you can get it to any position that you need to feel comfortable. Yeah,
I have to agree. So what are you going to give that?
An 8. Yeah.
An 8, yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah. I think it's pretty comfortable. So it works well for me. I'm a short, small person, and I can get up close enough to the steering wheel that feel comfortable while driving the truck. Okay, now let's go for driving the truck. Our opinions of driving the truck and how the truck is overall. Oh, before I do that, the other thing I was a little bit leery on is the cabinet latches. I do feel like they are going to break. They are not very strong. They're cheap. Okay, but back to overall the truck, how it steers, how it drives as a truck. We're gonna have to be down on the list. It's gonna get bumped down, guys.
Yeah, it does have a few mechanical issues. We've already had a fuel pump put on it, a knock sensor, and something is just not right with the steering. If you guys have any ideas, because
if you have this truck, you've been driving it a little bit longer than we have, like, comment below, help us out. I know one of our viewers said that they have the same problem, that it just feels very spongy and like you really don't have complete control over the wheel.
It's almost like there's air in the system or something, in the hydraulics, you know.
Yeah.
Something's just not right.
Yeah, it feels spongy, and you just don't completely always know how it's going to respond to a bump or a seam or lane change or something like that. So I'm going to have to mark that pretty far down. I don't know. Overall, it's
Probably
a sloppy,
6.
yeah, it's a sloppy steering truck. Really sloppy. Probably the sloppiest I've been in. I mean, considering that it's a brand new truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in old trucks, and old trucks that have 1.5 million miles on it are going to be a little sloppy. That's to be expected. But this is a brand new truck. So I'm going to give it a 5. Like, it's awful. When it comes to the function of the running of the truck, overall, so it can't get out of its way to go up a hill, and it tries to run itself over back down the other side of the hill.
Definitely a dragonfly.
Yeah, it dragonflies horribly. So I've been going up a hill, and in our Volvo, I would go up at about 45, 50-ish. And this truck, we're talking about like 37, 42. It is slow, and we're pulling about the same amount of weight and everything else. So the Volvo definitely outpulls this truck by far. But like I said, then you get it down to the other side of the hill, and it's flying down the hill, you know. As far as the automatic though,
one other issue that we've had with it, and it's only in 10th gear, if you're accelerating, you get a mean vibration, like a shudder.
like something like power shuddery.
Dealership says nothing's wrong with it.
They tell us it's because it's trying to figure out the variable speeds and try to be picking the right gear to be in. I'm gonna say that's horse crap, because it would do that in other gears if that was true, but especially when we're pulling a hill, when it gets around 1200 RPM, like he said, everything in the truck just starts to vibrate really, really loud and get the shudder to it. Now, it's not completely in the steering wheel. You feel it in the motor.
It's drivetrain related, whatever it is.
So once again, if you're having that kind of problem, comment below, let us know. If you've already got it fixed or know a mechanic that knows a little bit more about it, let us know, and we'd gladly tell our mechanics.
Yeah, if we could definitely get the steering issues and the shuddering issue, there really wouldn't be a lot to complain about.
Other than it can't pull a hill. That's still not going to help it pull a hill. But yeah, if those can be worked out, it would definitely be a nicer truck. I don't feel like all of the trucks probably have this problem. It just doesn't feel right. It didn't always do this. The first 2 weeks, it did not do that shuddering. Last week, it started doing it. So that's also why I called shenanigans on the technician, saying that it was that.
Yeah, International said that there was something in the fuel. They didn't know what it was, but that was the reason that they had to replace the fuel pump. We didn't put anything in the fuel, so no
like he said, it's already been in the shop twice. We were out of it for about 5 days now, out of the 15, 18 days we've been driving it. Yeah. That's kind of ridiculous. Let me see, what else? Oh, how do you feel like it drives as an automatic compared to some of the other ones?
It's better than a Detroit.
By far, backing up, it's like decent.
I still, maybe it's just me getting used to it, but trying to back up under a trailer, especially if it's drop low, I really struggle with not slamming the crap out of the Kingpin. But
it's way better. Like, it is decent compared to, like you said, the Detroit. So as an automatic, it's going to go overall better. I think it does fairly well.
7.
But yeah, but you have to remember, guys, we are not ones that like automatics, and I know a lot of you kind of butt up against us about that. It's our personal opinions as truck drivers. There was an emergency situation just yesterday where I had to come down hard on the brakes, and the automatic did not respond like a manual. Definitely did not. If it was a manual, I would have just dropped it in neutral and been able to get stopped a lot sooner, but it just wanted to try to downshift, and it wasn't bogging down quick enough. So that was a little scary, but we just prefer manuals. But anyways, guys, so overall, what are we gonna give this truck?
I think the truck's got a nice look to it. It's got a nice stance. When you step out of it, it's got a nice wide step for clumsy people.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
But yeah, it's a decent looking truck, but definitely a nice riding truck. So
what are you gonna give it overall though? An overall package?
7.5. And if we could get some of the other couple of issues worked out with it, that would definitely go up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7.5. What's your top rate so far? That we've had a Freightliner, We've had the Volvo.
2 different Volvos.
Yeah, 2 different Volvos.
Several different Freightliners.
Yeah. What's going to be this compared to, like, what are you going to say is your overall top?
We had a 2014 Volvo that had a 500 horse Cummins in it that would not back down from a hill.
And it rode nicely, like it
Very
slept.
nice.
You slept like a baby in that truck. That's going to be our favorite truck.
But the difference between the 14 Volvo and the 18 Volvo,
World of difference.
night and day.
Yeah, world of difference. But all right, guys, we know we're starting to like chat too long. Y'all are probably tired of watching. You just wanted to review. But it's not our least favorite truck, but it's not our favorite truck. It's going to be like middle of the line. But that's our opinions. 2 different drivers giving you opinions of what we felt, you know, our opinion of the truck was, and hopefully that helps you all. I know a lot of you are asking for it, so that's the opinion. Comment below if you guys can help us out on any of the things that we talked about, and give us some of your feedback. Our boss, our contractor, is also really interested in your feedback. He actually asked me for some of y'all's feedback. So do him a favor also. He's the one that buys the truck. He would love to hear your feedback. I will forward it on to him. And he watches, so he'll read the comments below. And until next time, guys, stay safe and enjoy the adventures.
God loves you.
Bye.
Bye.